and in Riley's eyes, her
I want to do it again.
I am 39 years old. Okay. I have two daughters. One just turned 6. The other one's going to turn 8 here soon in December. I live in Missouri, and they live in Arizona. Their mom is from Arizona. And I just want my story to help others. We should not be having kids out here until we are fix ourselves. We have childhood trauma. We have childhood learning disability, where not knowing fully who you are. Like, I'm 39 and I'm learning about myself that I didn't know previously. A lot of information is hit and miss. Like zodiac signs, people don't believe in them. People do. Numerology, people don't believe in it. People do. Christianity, like all of it's just religion, right? Like Christianity, people believe in it, people don't. I think what I'm starting to learn is what you think is true becomes your reality. Like Nero said. Nero said this, Nero Knowledge. Look him up on YouTube. He said this in a couple of his videos. What your subconscious thinks is true becomes your reality. So this is why it's hard for us to hit the lotto, because if you've been broke all your life, it's hard to imagine having all that money. Discipline is how we build. You have to build disciplined mindset. So if you're broke, you have the lazy mentality. Which there's skills with being lazy. You learn new tricks. But if you have the disciplined mindset, you can add to those tricks. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, here's the example. Say you got a push lawnmower, right? Which feels great for me. Small yard, I like that. Good work. It's a decent little workout. I like it. But then we built riding lawnmowers to make it easy. That's what lazy people do. They, they're good inventors to make things, easier. That's why there's some skill there to be lazy. But on the backside of things, we should be taking that riding lawnmower and not just mow our yard, but mow others, because now we got the time. But lazy people still don't want to mow their yard with a riding lawnmower. That's where we gotta some disconnect, and we have to fix that. Us as people in general just have to do better. And once we become better in ourselves, deep down, there is no lies. Why is there no lies? Because you know the truth. And when you know the truth, we all know the truth. Because there's other signals, right? Body language and all this stuff will tell you the truth. And some people are good at lying with even body language, but you still can't lie to in here. So when things are this and this is happening, it's because you're treated how you treat others. That's so real. But there's a communication barrier, because the only thing that makes sense to me is the signs and the numbers. I'm a Pisces. My ex was an Aries, which makes her more masculine, makes me more feminine, which kind of works, except for what? I'm a man and she's a woman, so when my manness is still out there. There's conflict because her woman is still out there too. So she still wants to be treated like a woman, even though she's more masculine, and I still would like to be treated like a man, even though I'm more feminine. So there's conflicts in the genes, in the traits, because water signs and earth signs are more feminine, and air signs and fire signs are more masculine. And what I've seen on just through my circles and Facebook, a lot of female fire signs are single. A lot. Not to say that I've seen some with couples, but they're with fire signs. I think that in reality, the only way a fire sign could date someone that's not a fire sign is if the man's the fire sign. Because I mean, even that though, the female is going to feel cheated on because most likely the man's going to cheat on her. Not saying all fire signs cheat, but she's going to be real emotional either way. But females still, a fire sign man's going to be so masculine that she's going to love it regardless. She'll handle all the other stuff, the negative stuff, because she's going to love how masculine he is. So that's why I think if you're going to do it with the opposite signs, it has to be reversed. It can't be the other way around. That's just my opinion. Back to what I'm trying to get at with all this is, as a father, I have failed my daughters, in my opinion, because I chose the wrong partner. I didn't know myself. And now that I know myself, she's a great woman. We just don't mesh. We think too differently. And that goes down the line. Plus, I don't even know. I don't know how to flirt with her. Like, every time I try, there's no attraction there. She's not attracted by me. Maybe I killed it. Maybe there was in the beginning. Because I do have fire energy. I have a tiger in the back. But my Pisces is my main thing. So, I'm not really too familiar with the Chinese stuff. But I do have fire energy. Because I have tiger energy in me. And my 8 energy is definitely masculine too. So, because 8 is action. So, I know how to lead. I know how to take action. I just get held back because I want to feel loved. And I get held back because I love my girls more than anything. They came out of me. But I saw a Rick and Morty episode where Morty's sperm, there's a communication with him and his sperm, and he said the sperm was like scared, and Morty reassured him. I keep seeing that in the back of my mind, like, that's my girls right there, which is weird, but that's how I feel. So they say, they're in the mom for 9 months, but if a man's really holding his seed, they could be with him for years before he unleashes. So that's something to think about. Which we're struggling with. The fellow man is struggling with that. We're really supposed to hold our seed and let the woman can sense that, and we mate with a woman of our choosing. So in a way, we're supposed to be the prize, but we make females the prize because they're beautiful and we love what we see. But do we love women? They are hella beautiful, actually. Everything about them. And if they got the personality on top of that, that makes them even better. This is why it's supposed to. Then I saw this other video about retards, right? Where the baseline of being a retard is not developing, slowly developing. Damn, I almost fall right into that because like I said, I'm 39 and my dad was around, but mostly my mom was more around. And that's another example. My dad was a Capricorn. My mom's a Sagittarius. The numbers were good. According to numbers were perfect. So they basically knew that they had chemistry. The science is what broke them apart. My mom's really fiery, which might be another reason why I'm so attracted to fire women. Because I know that they're a lot of fun when you can handle it, but then they get hasty and that's when you gotta man up. But anyway, back to what I'm trying to get at here is know who you're having kids with before you have them. I thought I did, but I didn't know. Because I was still under trauma. I had childhood trauma. We all do, for the most part. Some of us are lucky and have parents that are together and got this stuff right from day one. The other ones, yeah, there's trauma. And that's what I don't want my girls to have. I feel like Adeline already thinks that I like Riley better, and I don't. I love them both the same. Differently, because they're different people. And I feel like Riley is mad that I'm not there already. She's not much of a talker on the phone. I'm trying. I've even asked celebrities for handouts. I know that's silly because everybody would do the same thing. We're all struggling. But this video is basically me reaching out to myself, saying that I'm tired of being a loser. I'm here to man up and get on this grind, set conditions for myself. So yeah, for my day